So what happens when we, how does the body cool? So the body intake temperature is about 37 degrees. We need lower temperature to lose the heat. Every time we are losing the heat, we lose either through convection radiation or through perspiration. But if the humidity is 100%, even the sweat will not evaporate. So the sweat will not evaporate. The temperature is higher than the core body temperature. We will not be able to lose heat. Our heart has to pump more, the kidneys will fail, and in the end, we will be a heat stroke and death within few hours of this high temperature. So that is a serious problem that we are going to face. Next, please. There have been estimates, and according to the World Bank, 200 million people in India will be exposed by 2030. 34 million people will lose their jobs, and 8 times will be our air conditioning requirements by 2037 as compared to today. 8 times. That's phenomenal. And who are most vulnerable here? Infants, children, elderly, people with health conditions, and urban people. So what do we do? Next, please. We have to reduce urban heat island. The cities are hotter than the neighboring areas. A simple example would be, go to the city, you go 30-40 kilometers away, and you will see the temperature much higher. And in neighborhood, we have more AC. So it's a vicious cycle. So get out of it. So according to the policy, the target is 200 square kilometer in Hyderabad urban agglomeration, and rest of the Telangana is 100 square kilometer. Mind it, this is the cool roof area, not the area of the city, but the roof which will be coated. And this is a fantastic target. And according to my brief calculation, this is not only the largest target worldwide, but probably larger than all the cool roof activities worldwide put together. So this is, this is like a dream coming true. The advantage would be that we will save 600 million of electricity per year after 5 years once we achieve this target. And we will be offsetting 30 million tons of CO2 because of these white roofs. And these benefits are there till the roofs are white. If it becomes black, then we are again back to square one. So this is the target in the policy. Next, please. And the objectives are state-wide adoption, institutional framework, outreach, and it will also support lot of workforce. Lot of people will be required for implementation, for developing of the projects, as well as monitoring. So we need to. The policy says mandating in the commercial buildings, residential buildings above some area, and then also helping the government-assisted housing schemes. Next, please. So this is not new. There are programs worldwide. First in India, largest in the world, but there are many other programs worldwide. There are 10 countries which received $100,000 for starting these activities, mostly in the tropical areas. Then New York City has 1 million square foot per year plan. Though 1 million looks much bigger, but 1 million is 0.1 square kilometer, just to give you a connect here. So they do 1 million square foot per year. And then California, LA has an ordinance which says that they will reduce the temperatures by 3 degrees by 2035. And New South Wales government has announced that they will ban dark roofs. So effectively, no dark roofs, and they want to reduce the Sydney's temperature by 2.4 degrees. So these are the goals other cities have set, and I think we have set a very ambitious goal, and now the main thing is how do we deliver it. Next, please. So way forward, I think we need to do a very strong performance monitoring. We need to have a dashboard to see how many kilometers have been done, how many are remaining. We need to do impact assessment and program monitoring. We need to learn by this, and the idea is with our success, hopefully other states and cities will adopt it, and then that will help globally. And we can also try new technologies like colored cool roofs, pavements, retro reflectors, and white as white paint. Thank you. Over to the last slide, I guess. I will just like to thank our knowledge partners, NRDC, ASCII, IIIT, and Plaksha. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Come. Please come. Thank you, Professor Vishal. Just to kind of supplement what you were saying, we are incorporating the mandatory provision of cool roofing in our TSB pass, and all permissions from 1st April will necessarily incorporate cool roofing provisions also. Now I request Neetu Jain. She is the president of Global Cool Green Cities Foundation and also Cool Roof Rating Council educator. She has been in this line for almost a decade and a half. I request her to speak a bit more about cool roofing and where we are today.
Good afternoon, good morning everyone. And today I would like to thanks and feel gratitude about all the people surrounding me who have some way contributed to make I'm so sorry, I'm getting nervous, but to make me be here. So I would like to thank Rajkiran ji, Arvind sir, our CM KCR, Vishal sir, with whom we have been doing research projects since 2014. And we did a research project with him in Nainital and Pantnagar. I want to thank Mr. Bipin Shah, who has been very instrumental to give me an exposure of US Department of Energy program. And I actually had my vision to create cool green cities. And I took that vision from that GCCA association, wherein I could understand what I am doing. It's not only a cool roof, but it is a big purpose that we are going towards to create cool green cities. So I feel proud that we are founding members with Cool Roof Rating council wall program, because we are talking about roof, but wall program is also there. I'm authorized educator for CRRC, and I'm also president for GCDC Foundation. And CRRC, I would tell you, this is a nodal agency. The way ASHRAE is for HVAC, same way CRRC is for these reflective coatings. So my purpose is that cool roofs can mitigate UHI impacts and can give energy efficiency to the buildings also. Next. So heat waves, we all know that are killer in disguise, and these are going to be more frequent and more intense. And rising temperature is in trend. Next. This is a very important part, that every building exactly is getting heated and is releasing heat till midnight. So there is a study being taken in Rajkot, and it was seen that the urban structure is heated and it is rising temperature till midnight also. So most of the like people exactly, underprivileged people are living into metal sheds, and they are very much affected by all these things. So factory output is reduced by 2% if 1 degree temperature rises there. And loss of productivity is also there. So at many places you must have seen that in chemical plants fire is there. These are the consequences of all the heat. But what is the cause of heat? So just to know what is the cause of heat, first is like India is a solar dominant country, and we have a lot of ISO holes and solar hotspots. So most of the time, 8 months exactly, we have summers here. And urbanization, second is the urbanization that is taking place. And when we talk about urbanization, to have roof over every head, we have to have almost 700 houses being constructed every day. And this is the way exactly global average daily construction is to happen. So, but the construction what we make is like this. So it is either of metal or either of concrete. So when the metal is, because we are going for urbanization, development has to be there. But what can we do? The irony is when the atmospheric temperature is 40, the surface temperature of this structure is almost, it is going up to 70 to 80 degrees centigrade. Dr. Vishal has told that about the human temperature and all. This is like what our study and experience is. The surface temperature of stone and concrete goes up to 65 to 70 degrees centigrade, and metal structures goes up to 80 degree in peak summer time, though the atmospheric is only 38 or 40 degrees centigrade. And this is exactly the radiations. These heated emissions, radiations are emitted into the atmosphere, and that is why the global rise urban heat island is one of the major source for climate change. But what we are doing, like what are the way out for this? Till now exactly what we were doing is like insulation comes to our mind when we have to go for temperature reduction, energy efficiency. Solar generation, we are like focusing that solar generation should be there. We are focusing of energy efficient equipment, Energy Star and inverted ACs. We are thinking of plantation. But are we thinking of any mode by which we can reduce the surface temperature and we can exactly focus on the root cause of heat generation? So just to understand that, can we stop or reduce the heating of the roof and walls and roads, and can this heat ingress can be reduced because heat generation can be reduced? Next. So we are just looking how we can reduce the heating of the build structure. Beside reducing the ingress, how we can reduce the heating of the surface, temperature can be reduced. Next. So this is the solar power radiation, the radiations that are coming from sun. And in this exactly, if you see this dark green portion is the IR spectrum, IR radiation, and this is responsible to generate heat. If we see the bright green area, this is the visible spectrum that helps us to identify colors, and a small portion is of UV, that is a UV radiation. Next. So this IR radiation exactly absorbs by any substrate, converts into heat energy, and thus our roofs or anything, any build structure that is under sun gets heated up. So when the surface temperature, when these coatings are being applied, the radiation, IR radiation is reflected back as sir said, and the surface temperature reduces by almost 20 degrees centigrade. That is a big number. The surface temperature reduces, and thus the indoor temperature also reduces by 4 to 8 degrees centigrade. Dr. Vishal has presented all the research data, and what I'm presenting is like since 15 years I'm working on this, and the temperature recordings that we have observed till now that I'm actually putting here. So surface temperature reduces by almost 50 to 22. Recently, because the atmospheric temperature is rising, we have a case study wherein 28-degree temperature reduction has been there on the surface. Indoor temperature by 4 to 8 degree. Electricity cost is reduced by almost 24% because ASHRAE says that 1 degree temperature reduction gives 6% of electricity saving. So we can keep the surface cool, and we can exactly help to keep city cool by 2 to 3 degrees centigrade, as sir said. Another benefit that we can give to the community is we can offset CO2 emissions. So by having AC premises or without AC premises also, it can reduce the CO2 emissions. So apart from personal benefits, what a client or you yourself can benefit, it's like you can increase the construction of life of your construction by reducing the expansion contraction, and thus reduce the water leakage also. So there is this is the way exactly global benefits are there. You can address the climate change by lowering the CO2 emissions and reduce smog formations also, and help to control heat pollution and air pollution, and raise the global albedo, thereby reducing the effect of global warming also. So these are all the benefits exactly that we can have by cool roof. Another is like we can have efficiency of solar panel being increased if we apply these cool roof and then we apply solar panels. But the challenge is the sustainable performance. Government has been doing, in Delhi also 11 kilometers of cool roof was applied. But if we talk about after certain time, after 1 year or 2 years, it was washed off. Because at present we are not we are focusing on the technical part that SRI value should be this. But we have to consider how it has to be sustainable, how it can have more life, and how exactly the chemistry part has to be such, or the design part has to be such that it gives a sustainable performance. To make this cool roof program successful, so I exactly request if we can have a proper sustainable system that needs to be adopted, so that the goodwill of the technology is not compromised. Because many places after 2 years either it becomes yellow, either it becomes black by algae fungus. So if a proper system is not in place, then definitely the goodwill will be should be questioned. Another is like we have to create CRPs, like this is the name what I have given, cool roof professionals. Cool roof professionals, because these cool roof professionals exactly before this. So cool roof professionals, we have given a name so that the people exactly who are doing cool roof can be they can feel privileged that they are into this industry. And once exactly Arvind sir said that if we have to get implemented these type of sustainable technologies, the person has to think and feel the requirement and then implement the things, then it will be sustainable. So we exactly train these CRPs so that they can exactly apply in a proper way and they can feel benefited. Another is we can collaborate with the solar installers and the solar associations, where we can give added benefit if they are working with the solar coatings. Research, a lot of research and technical benefits can be there, and we have to have many tools being created and awareness. This is a very unorganized industry. So we have to have organized this industry, and exactly we can have many research being done. We can exactly check after application. We should have a quality control system wherein like the fake products are not being applied, and like if the rating councils are there, for example IGBC, Greenco rating, consideration should be given wherein thermal surface temperature also has to be considered while the rating, apart from other benefits. So this is my journey of 15 years, and I am so thankful that today exactly I got.